Okay, so just got done watching Crime 101, and I kind of like the double entendre with the title of the movie. There was a scene early on where he was like, and now with this evidence, we get to do this. And so it's kind of like he was teaching his younger partner, although how long they've been partners is not really known. So I was like, I was a little confused. Like, was he training someone? Well, obviously, was he training his partner? Is this going to be a whole movie where they kind of just walk the audience through every step of the crimes and the way the detectives are trying to solve it? But no, it doesn't really do that. I think they probably just did that at the beginning just to kind of give it a little bit of a flair of the school element of the title being Crime 101. So other than a couple little nitpicks with a couple of things here and there, I thought the overall movie was very solid. There was a lot of nice cuts. Just the editing was really nice. Film looked great. So there's a lot of things going for it, but then some things holding it back. I felt that they could have delved into the characters a little bit more. They were interesting enough, but I don't think they were as interesting as they could be. So I thought that could have been worked on a little bit more. And there's a couple of questions here and there, as far as like there's this one moment where there's a chase, and I think the chase is over, but then it kind of reminded me a little bit of the scene from Horrible Bosses 2. The car chase train sequence in that was a little bit reminiscent in this one, but it didn't make any sense in this one, or at least I didn't think it made sense. I don't know, that scene was kind of odd. So yeah, there's a couple of odd things here and there, and I don't know, while I was watching it, I was just thinking, well, maybe I missed something, maybe not, I don't know. Well, we're on to the next scene anyway, so. And then I would say some loose ends possibly at the end, but I think that's fine in this instance because you can pretty much tell what's going to happen to some characters, but some of the finer details you don't quite know. And I think if they built up the characters a little bit more and maybe gave you a little bit more insight to them, then knowing where things are going to lead at the end of the movie would be a little bit more supported. Just because I don't know. I typically don't want closure of a movie beat over my head, and I also hate when it's left open for possible sequels. I mean, but you can make a sequel out of any movie, but it's almost like it could have left off characters and then explore them in their next part of their career pathway or the next part of their lives or something like that. But the movie had no intentions of doing that ever throughout the entire runtime because of the characters that it set up. It was setting up for obviously one movie, and I don't think we're going to see a Crime 102. Maybe so. Like I said, you never know. But it does not feel like it's trying to set up a sequel whatsoever, and it's actually doing a good job of wrapping things up. It's a little light on the action, not so much, but it's more about characters, although they're a little bit lackluster. But I mean, other than that, it's not a major deterrence for me saying that this was a solid crime thriller, and I would definitely check it out again. It's definitely good in the theater. Nice driving soundtrack, and it could have been better. It could have been way worse, but it could have been a little bit better. It's no Heat, but I would say it's probably like if Heat is like a 10 out of 10, like a quintessential, this is probably like an 8 out of 10. And there's some I hate comparing movies, but sometimes you have to, especially when there's certain, I mean, you see things in a crime movie like this, and they're in 1,000 other crime movies. But I don't know. It's kind of hard not to compare it to something like Heat. But then again, it's not trying to be too much like Heat to where you think, oh, it's a big failure. I think it's good enough. It's nice. It's a nice crime thriller that I think is. I'm glad I saw it in theaters. It did not feel like a waste of time, and yeah, I don't have much else to say. It's not going to be on the top 10 of the year or anything like that, but it's definitely a good night out if you want something in this realm at the theater, and there's some good surprises along the way, and yeah, let me know what you thought about it, and if you felt that mostly if you liked the characters and the direction that you felt that they were going by the end of the movie, and if it worked out for you. It mostly did for me. But until the next one, I'll catch you later.